Hey! All right, welcome back to the channel. Look, Mom, I'm on TV! Alright, what's up, worldwide family? Welcome back to the channel, Jimmy Flippin' Deals. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see if I can do this with events and stuff real quick for those that are new. I don't have any air conditioning. I live in Texas. It is balmy. So, welcome back, guys. Lots of things over the last few days. I hadn't done a video because I've really been focused on trying to move the business along, right? I think we can all understand that. There have been some developments, some issues, some this, that, and the other. Matter of fact, I just got done working with one. I'll get into that here in a second. Long story short, although business is picking up, it's not quite where it needs to be for me personally to keep a full-time living going on this. Gratefully, this is the slowest part of the season, and it's only a season. This too shall pass. So we'll weather the storm. We'll keep on moving. Matter of fact, I'm on my way to go shopping again today. I also have to run by the bank, which will lead me to another point here in a minute. But nevertheless, over the last couple few days, whatever it's been, like I say, there have been some issues. I have gotten hit on two different platforms for intellectual property, or Vero, however you want to call it. It's all intellectual property complaints, and that is frustrating to say the least. And one of them was on Amazon for some Spider-Man shoes. They said, hey, you can't use Spider-Man. Although I've been selling them for 1.5 years now, you can't use the word Spider-Man. That's the kind of shoes they are. I took a picture of the shoes that's on the description, and I sent it back to them. And it's not that they even had a complaint. They said they were proactively suspecting an intellectual property complaint. So, ridiculous. I have had more trouble on Amazon, truly, than what they're really worth. I know some people do lots and lots of business on there, but 99% of what I sell isn't even on Amazon. You know, I'm not getting cocky because this is a very small number, but I put out in excess of 300 packages a month, and I might have 1 or 2 that go out on Amazon. I don't even, one day maybe I'll find out what they sell and what they're good at. So far, all there are is in the way, really. Matter of fact, I do such little sales on Amazon. I actually missed one the other day and had to cancel it last night because I realized when I went onto the platform, I left my packages. I just seen the postman. Golly, I gotta turn back around. So, the missing package, I went on Amazon to handle my intellectual property complaint and saw that I had an order and I didn't have a notification, and I couldn't figure out why. So when I clicked on it, not only did I have a sale, but I also had a notification that it was a 3-day-old sale and that the customer was requesting to have it canceled, as he should. I would. Totally understandable. So I went ahead and canceled that one. I'm sure that'll affect my metrics since I do such little business on there. But nevertheless, I mean, I've been on Amazon roughly 2 years, and I may have done $2,000 worth of sales. It's absolutely, I mean, it's nothing to speak about, but yet so many times when I do find things that I can list on Amazon, in short order I've got to pull them off. Either one, most likely because they sold somewhere else and didn't sell on Amazon, or 2, because of some intellectual property, or what's that with the wireless. They've hit me a few times with toys that had the little talk boxes in them and stuff. They want safety compliance, this, that, and the other, like it's a toy that I manufactured or something, when it's absolutely from Hasbro or from, you know, and they've done all of those safety things. It's just, there's so many glitches in the Amazon system. It's frustrating. Onward and upward. Next one actually came from Bonanza. And oddly enough, you know, I hear that people have this negative outlook on Bonanza. I literally do more business on Bonanza than I do on Amazon. So go figure on that one, because I never saw that one coming 6 months or a year ago when I signed up for that platform. But they did hit me, my first intellectual property that they actually removed the listing because they say they caught a cease and desist order from Jockey, the underwear company, among other things. I know they sell underwear. I think they sell bras and stuff too, but nevertheless, I said, you know, I have a legal right to sell it. As well, you know, it's copyrighted. That only goes if I'm duplicating something. This is an authentic copy. Well, we got a cease and desist order. We're technically, or a cease and desist letter, and we are technically, you know, we're legally responsible to do what they say. I said, no, you're not. And they said, sure we are. I said, well, then I'm going to send you a cease and desist letter saying don't take down any of my listings anymore. And then are you legally responsible to follow that one? Well, no, that's different. I said, why is it different? I said, no, a cease and desist order has to be followed if it's issued by a judge. They're sending you a letter because they're throwing around their financial conglomerate clout, because they don't want me selling their brand for cheaper than what they sell theirs for. You know, if it wasn't authentic, if it wasn't ethically sourced, if it was a counterfeit, then all of those reasons would be reasons that I couldn't sell on a public forum the products that I sell. I said, but none of those are the case. I said, so I don't know if you believe what you're saying or whether you expect me to believe it, but I'm not buying it. Nevertheless, it's a $15 item. I only had one unit anyway. Really wasn't worth talking about with them, much less arguing with or possibly damaging the nature of it. I just felt that it was absurd, to say the least. Meanwhile, I will sell it somewhere else. And I did tell them, I said, fine, I'll let somebody else collect the commission. And I know they're big enough that mine doesn't matter. But their commission doesn't matter either if I'm selling it somewhere else. Let's go. Give me just a second. I got to run back in the house. All right, so 2 Veros, 2 intellectual property complaints down the tube. Still waiting to hear what Amazon will say about what I sent them, but I already know that they're going to say their judgment stands that it's an intellectual property violation, which will be my first one in a year, so no big deal. At least it never has been before to have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 in a year's time. But I don't like to get any if I can help it. They are a little bit different than the cease and desist letters I get here at the house, because that's another story. Matter of fact, I got one coming through that is really threatening to sue me for damages for every item I have sold under their trademark, because I don't have a right to produce, this is the word, produce inventory and use their branding on it. They're saying that it's counterfeit, which is absolutely absurd, for 1, 2, ridiculous, and 3, people aren't buying it anyways, so there are no damages to begin with. I've never successfully sold one of their products. Matter of fact, generally, as a rule, exceptions to every rule, but as a rule, the people that, the companies that mess with me over intellectual property complaints, if they spent that time developing better products, then theirs would be selling so fast they wouldn't even be bothered with mine, because I typically find that the companies that bother me are the ones that are most difficult to sell. Almost impossible sometimes. You know, Dr. Scholl's hit me up on a pair of shoes that I've literally had for 2 years, and they're like, you can't sell that, that's our brand. I said, well, you can't sell it either, and it's still your brand. That's why you're barking up my tree. But nevertheless, yeah, Lanza conditioner, hair conditioner, little bottle. I got it currently marked 25% off of retail for the last 90 days. I've got several units, but I still can't get rid of it. Nobody wants it. So if you want it, I'll make you a deal. I'll send you all 3. But nevertheless, that's the biggest one lately. Their last letter was, well, you could expect this, that, and the other, and we are informing you, you need to keep records of the stuff you sell. Like that's a big thing. Like that's something I don't know as like a business owner, that I need to keep records for the things that I sell. But the way they said it was like high and mighty, like, we're telling you what to do. Yeah, keep records of the stuff you sell. So I'll pass that little tidbit of information to all business owners. Keep the information. Keep information on the products you sell. Oh goodness. There is extra news. This video's been going a little while already. I probably lost most of y'all. So I'll go ahead and let y'all know, and then it'll be a surprise on the next video. And for those that are watching still, thank you. Hit that subscribe button. All right, on to the next news. I told you I'm dropping packages today. I'm running late because by design, I have to make this run to McKinney. Unfortunately, my one crux of having a business account that is purely digital, which is Novo. They got a deal in the bottom of my description. They've been awesome except for this one fact, which I may or may not be able to actually do through the ATM, but I need several $1,000s, and I anticipate that I'll hit my daily limit on that, which to credit them, they credit back all ATM fees, and it's totally free business checking. But it's purely digital. So if that sounds like something for you, the free business checking, because I know that I had a difficulty finding something that didn't cost me every month, and they are that for me and have been absolutely fantastic. And once they got to know me, it took a little bit for them to get to know me. I have access to my cash almost instantly, which is phenomenal. They really couldn't ask for a better bank. But on to it. I need several $1,000s, and I don't believe that I can pull that much out of an ATM without hitting a daily limit of sorts. I might be able to because of their digital nature, but nevertheless, I have a personal bank that is 45 minutes away, so I'm going to hit that today. And I figured I would just take what few packages I have at the moment straight to the post office, which would allow me to list longer last night rather than worrying about packaging towards the end of the night, because something in me, I don't know about y'all, but something in me, when I get done packaging, part of me wants to be done for the day. Even when it's first thing in the morning, it's like, all right, I'm done with packages, now I get to take a break. Like I've earned my break because I've gotten the packages done. So neither here nor there. Those are heading out. They'll be out in today's mail. Although business still feels incredibly slow. What is it? Most of my platforms are up 20% or more month over month, which last month was just horrible. But eBay itself is up 45%. I couldn't be more thankful on that. But it still needs to grow a little bit. I'm still running about 355,000 impressions, which means people just aren't shopping. Luckily, the conversion rate is decent for the ones that are there. They're not window shopping, but it hurts. I did just have I have had several customer issues here lately, but I'll get to those here in a minute. Maybe it'll be a long video. The reason I'm going to the bank, guys, for those that remember, a month or so back, there's nobody there, just go. It's a yield, not a stop. Sorry. I bought a shipping container, right? I paid for it on credit card because they wanted payment before. They told me that that's the way that all of the businesses in that, you know, industry do it, because so many people decide they don't, you know, whatever, for whatever reason, they demanded payment ahead of time. I called my credit card company, which was super cool, and said, hey, this company seems a little sketch. It's more money than I've ever spent at one time. What happens if they don't deliver? And they say, oh, easy, we'll give you your money back. Which is exactly, I got ripped off. And I called the credit card company. I said, hey, I thought this might happen. They said, that's fine. We got you covered, which they did. They put the money in my account, but they requested for the next couple weeks to a month that I don't buy another one in case, for whatever reason, they come through and deliver on the product that I paid them for, right? Because in that instance, I would be you know, on the hook for that money because I said that I would pay. Well, now a timely you know, amount of time has passed, and I can go out and buy another one. So I was shopping them yesterday, and I actually have one coming tomorrow, cash on delivery. Now the scam one had promised for a little bit cheaper price, actually, that I was going to get a one trip, the closest thing to a brand new container that you can have. The floors are still shining, yada yada yada. I am getting for a little bit more money a B grade, cargo worthy. It's still got the seals or the placard, whatever, that it could go overseas again. It's still whatever, licensed to hold the 60,000 pounds or whatever that it was designed for. It's still in good shape, but some dents and some rust should be expected, they told me. And ultimately, guys, this is for my business to expand the footprint that I have. Although I'm not necessarily needing it right now, it will give me the opportunity to insulate it and electrify it. That way it can be climate controlled and actually functionable and usable. So I am taking a preemptive strike to expand my area. And apparently that's delivering tomorrow, but they want cash. So, which, hey, if you're going to bring it here and say, hey, we got your thing, as soon as we drop it, you'll pay us, and that works for me. So I'm super excited. It'll be roughly another 320 square foot to add to what I have now. So that roughly is about a third of what I've been working with so far. So an extra 30% is a huge jump, in all honesty, in my warehouse capabilities. And I believe that by any luck, by this time next year, I will have at least one more. Depends on, you know, a lot of factors, of course, but I do believe that this is the first of many. Matter of fact, I had dropped my fence in order to accommodate the trailer coming in, and the new fence is going to use a bolt-up system with the fence post. At least that's my plan. That will allow for me to unbolt and disconnect the panels at will, and then just bolt them back up when it gets done. The pillars, the columns, the post won't be in the ground. They'll be bolted to the ground. Similar to what a pergola is, right? So that's where I'm going with it. That's where my head's at. I guess ultimately we'll see where it works or how it works, but that's my thoughts on how it's going to happen in the future and make it easier on me. I've gone through ideas about some big swinging gate and everything, but that would be a 40-foot long gate pretty well, and I just on my little property, the expense of putting up a 40-foot long gate just isn't happening. So this is the next best thing. I think it's actually the better thing. So I'm super stoked. They said as soon as they get loaded tomorrow, they'll give me a call and give me a firm time of when they're showing up. but literally no money's changed hands, and it won't change hands until the trailer's on my property. So I'm super excited about that. Let's see, there's other stuff. Customer issues have been aplenty here lately. Matter of fact, one lady got totally irate, man. And y'all let me know on this if y'all are still with me. I think I'm gonna get a fresh drink. Styrofoam so it stays cold, because cans just don't do it. But anyways, she hits me up and she says, hey, I ordered several things. Well, you only ordered one from me. She said, yes, but I ordered several things on the same order. I've been notified twice today that those things didn't get here, and I want my product. And I said, okay, well, those didn't come from me, so I really can't help you with that, but I tell you what I will do. Let me check the tracking on your order with me and see what's up. And she said, okay, fine. So I checked the tracking, and mine had not been delivered yet. So I let her know, hey, you know, with me, you're still good. You need to contact your other sellers for your product, but as far as me, your product hasn't been delivered yet. So no worries, it's still on the way, and it's set for delivery sometime today. She hits me up later that evening, guys, after it should have been delivered, and I didn't check again. She says, hey, your package didn't arrive either. I want you to send me a replacement. And I'm thinking, man, you ordered from 3 different sellers, me included. You gave all 3 of us the same address. Well, all 3 of us sent you product, and none of them showed up. None of them. So why and forgive me for the customers out there, but from the seller perspective, if 3 people sent you stuff to your address, and it's not your fault, but to your address, and it didn't make it, why on God's green earth would I send you more product when the first 3 deliveries were not successful? Like, for whatever reason, whether it be fraud on the customer's part, not saying that it was, but fraud on the customer's part, or a bad neighborhood with package thieves. Yeah, still open. Construction's getting crazy around here. Why would I send you another one? You know, even if it's not your fault. Like, I'm not sending you nothing else. Like, I'll give you a refund, right? But I'm not sending you more product. I will consider your address not serviceable for whatever reason. You don't have to put a reason on it. I'm just saying, I ain't sending you nothing else. She wasn't happy with that at all. She was frustrated. She said, well, I need my stuff. I said, well, it's not coming from me. She said, well, you got my money. I said, and I'll happily give it back. Happily. And I'll eat the postage. I'm going to get a drink. Hold on. All right, guys, back at it. I still have to go to the post office, but at least I got a drink now. But either way, I was sitting there, you know, because I got to limit my liability as a seller. I'm sure you can understand. And I'm not saying it was her fault, but she had sent me like 6 or 7 messages, and I just knew that negative feedback was coming. And I even started to get hot with her because it was repetitive, it was redundant, it was ridiculous. You know, I'm not giving you I need my product. I'm not giving you more product, but I need it. But I'm not giving it to you. I'll give you a refund. Back and forth. Because of the 2 other sellers that also were unsuccessful at delivering to her address. Finally, rather than getting hot transferably by text or by email, whatever you want to call it, I started copying and pasting my last polite response. You know, maybe I didn't convey my point directly, yada, 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 but no, you know. And it was a nice way of saying it, but I just started copying and pasting the last email. I did that 2 or 3 times before she finally gave up, that she was not getting anywhere. And then I kid you not, that was day before yesterday. And then yesterday she sends me a message and says, hey, your product finally showed up. I really want to thank you for your help. Oh my goodness. I just knew a negative feedback was coming, and then she was so polite on her last message. So I understand the frustration. You know, I not too long ago was stranded at the house by myself, and because I live alone, and my battery in my car was dead, and I had no way of getting anywhere to get a charger or to get a battery. And I ordered from Walmart 2 or 3 times on the charger, and they would not send me a charger. For whatever reason, it kept getting thrown back, or you know, whatever, canceled on me. And then I signed up for Walmart Plus, and they ended up canceling on me once. Plus the food, you know, because I'm stranded at the house, I asked for food and got totally the wrong stuff. I mean, it was just a what do you call that? A collection of comedic events or whatever. I mean, it was just one thing after another, and so frustrating. And then I went ahead and got on Amazon, and I had it sent to me. And then the post lady accidentally delivered it to my other box, which is 7 miles away. I need to put that box in the description, because I've been hearing people that here on YouTube that you put your little P.O. box in there and people send you stuff. So I need to do that. But nevertheless, I don't know that y'all send me stuff, but you're welcome to. That'd be super cool. Maybe I'd even show it on this little TV. But nevertheless, so I can understand the frustration. However, I just can't be a part of it either. Like I can't afford to just keep sending out product that never makes it when some sort of fraud or misdelivery is happening that just keeps eating the money. Give me just a second. I'm at the post office. All right, so enough about her. Luckily, it doesn't appear that I'm getting negative feedback, and it appears that she was actually happy with the amount of service that I provided. Golly, I mean, we went back and forth like 9 or 10 times over this. It was like, next. Person just hit me up, and they got a valid complaint, guys. We'll go this way, it's faster. It really got a valid complaint. You know, he bought actually he bought 3 units of boxers from me, 3 different packs, and I had in the listing, copied from the manufacturer, that they were 6-inch inseam, right from the you know, the inseam. I'm just going to leave it at that. And in fact, apparently his position or his statement or his report, whatever you want to call it, which I'm in full belief that he's being 100% honest, so they're actually a 9-inch inseam. And I don't know if he's letting me know that for informational purposes, so I changed the listing, whether he is letting me know that because he wants to return them or whether he wants a discount. I'm not sure. Hey, would y'all stay with me? Whoa, that's a little much. Fresh? All right, so there we go. There you are. You're beautiful. Not me, you. Yeah. Hey, you. All right. Anyway, so I sent him a message rather than just offering a refund, right? You know, I said, oh, you know, that's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. I copied the manufacturer's listing on that. Would you like to ship them back? Is that what you're wanting to do? Because I don't want him to think necessarily that he's getting free stuff, you know, because it is 3 packs where maybe, you know, on something different, but 3 different units, it's worth shipping back. So I'm waiting on his reply, and he may say, no, I just wanted to let you know, or, you know, well, it wasn't what I wanted, I'll go ahead and keep them, you know, could you help me out on the price? We'll see what happens. But nevertheless, you get those messages, you know it's probably going to cost money in one form or another. So there we go. That's the cargo container arriving tomorrow, hopefully. No money out of pocket till it shows up, which is exactly, if y'all been with me, remember me saying that was basically the only business model that I was going to entertain this time around. after losing the money the first time. The Bureau, the Intellectual Property Complaints. I need a better stabilization system. I'll show you what I'm working with. Right now, today's stabilization system is an envelope and a Walmart sack. And the customer issues. Like I said, eBay up 45% month over month. It's definitely a promising direction. I hope y'all are doing well, guys. I really do. Y'all hit me up in the comments. Let me know how sales are doing, whether they're looking up for you, whether they ever look down, whether they're trending up, whether they're trending down, side to side between marketplaces. What is going on? Let me know what kind of products you sell. Yeah. And if you're in Texas and thinking about going out of business, give me a call. All right, send me a message. We might be able to do some business together. All right, appreciate you very much. Y'all have a wonderful day. And I don't do this nearly enough, and I should do it every video. To my kids that are watching me now until whenever, I love you very much. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.